Archangel Michael says, the time you feared would come is now standing outside your door. The shadow you ignored has taken form, and tonight, its face will be unmasked. This moment has been waiting in silence, and now it moves through your space like a wind carrying a truth too heavy to be hidden. You felt it, haven't you? The unease that enters your chest when the night deepens and everyone else sleeps in peace. You were never wrong to feel watched, studied, or used. The betrayal wasn't a figment of your heart, it was real and it wore a smile. Behind your back, secrets were whispered like poison in a chalice meant for your lips. They dined with you, toasted to your happiness, and all the while, their eyes were fixed on what you built, not who you are. Someone you trusted, someone whose name still lingers in your prayers, is the same one who etched destruction into your path. And now, the truth is walking toward you, not as a warning, but as a knock. A physical revelation. This person will no longer be able to hide, for the veil is lifting, and heaven itself has demanded that you see what's been done. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your protection was never removed. It was simply waiting for the right time to expose the lie and silence the actor. Archangel Michael has stepped forward with his sword drawn, not to destroy, but to sever the invisible chains holding your soul in confusion. He says your name has been used. Your kindness turned into currency in a transaction you never agreed to. This betrayal wasn't just personal, it was spiritual, and its consequences have been weighing down your blessings. This person, clothed in laughter and fake love, did not anticipate divine justice. They thought your silence meant blindness. But heaven doesn't ignore what the heart whispers in agony. You're going to receive a message, a photo, or even hear a name spoken in an unexpected conversation. When it happens, don't react with rage. Breathe and remember. It's not vengeance that is arriving, it's your clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 775. This truth will ache. It will sit in your throat like something unswallowable. But it's the key to closing a door that should have never been left open. The person who betrayed you had access they never deserved. They were smiling when you were crying. And in the secret rooms of envy, they made plans to reduce your light into flickers. But your light was never powered by their approval. Archangel Michael says, your soul is too sacred to be caged by deception. That's why this unveiling is not a curse, it's a divine release. You are not going to fight. The war is already being handled in the spiritual realm. What you need to do now is stand still and prepare your heart to handle the face behind the mask. Type Amen to get blessing 929. The betrayal was closer than you thought. You may have laughed with them recently. They may have said, "I'm happy for you," when inside, they were crafting the perfect moment to pull you down. But they didn't count on the surveillance of the angels. Every whispered curse, every fake hug, every deceptive intention, they were all logged in the book of heaven's justice. And now, your name has been cleared. You will not live in confusion anymore. Archangel Michael says the person behind the betrayal will come forward, but not in the way they expect. It may be through exposure, or a confession forced out by divine pressure. Whatever happens, you'll know, it was always meant to come to this. And the pain will finally have a purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 1182. Don't be shocked when people begin to avoid you. That's how the guilty react when the spiritual realm reveals the truth. They scatter before the storm even starts. But this isn't just about you. Someone else in your circle has also been wronged by this same person. Heaven is moving on behalf of more than one soul. This betrayal has affected others, and you were just the first target. But you're also the first to be rescued. The first to be vindicated. You were never forgotten in this spiritual warfare, even when you felt alone. You'll begin to dream of symbols. Maybe snakes, torn photos, or mirrors cracking. Pay attention, they're heaven's warnings made visible. Type Amen to get blessing 449. This betrayal has spiritual roots. It goes beyond jealousy, it is connected to generational bondage, karmic loops, and soul contracts that you are now being released from. This is not just personal, it's ancestral. Archangel Michael says this person made agreements in the darkness. They wanted to elevate themselves using your energy. But what they didn't understand is that your blessings were never theirs to claim. They tried to wear your light like a stolen garment. But it didn't fit. That's why things in their life are now breaking, why doors they forced open are now slamming shut. The truth always comes like thunder before a cleansing rain. The downpour is near, and with it, your full restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 678. Prepare for the shift. You will soon hear a rumor, or someone will accidentally spill information. It won't come the way you expect, but the moment it arrives, you'll feel the confirmation in your spirit. Don't deny what you hear. You knew it. You just needed proof. That proof is already on its way. The same mouth that betrayed you will tremble when forced to admit it. It may even be a letter, or a voice note sent to someone else, but it will reach you. And when it does, you will know that God didn't forget to vindicate you. Type Amen to get blessing 552. The one who betrayed you is losing control. Their plans are unraveling like threads caught in fire. Everything they did to bind your blessings is now returning to them multiplied. You were quiet, but you were never weak. Heaven saw the injustice. And when heaven moves, it doesn't just restore, it rewrites. Soon, you'll hear about an event, maybe public embarrassment, a fallout, or exposure. That will be your sign, the betrayal has collapsed. And after that moment, blessings that were delayed will begin to pour into your life. Type Amen to get blessing 901. This is not about revenge. This is about removing the rotted fruit from your spiritual tree. You were never meant to grow with them, and that's why they had to be cut away. Archangel Michael says, your glow threatened their shadows. They couldn't stand to watch you rise, so they plotted your fall. But what they didn't understand is, you were never rising alone, you had divine hands lifting you. Now they're falling into the trap they set for you. They will be shocked at how quickly their lies unravel. The one who smiled at you is the one whose downfall you will now witness. You are entering a season of clarity, protection, and undeniable favor. Type Amen to get blessing 721. People will try to defend the betrayer. That's normal when the lie has been dressed in charm. But your soul doesn't need validation, it only needs the truth. And now the truth is loud. It's knocking at your door, entering your dreams, and shifting your atmosphere. You are being prepared for the confrontation. But don't speak until heaven allows you. Let the full truth spill without your help. Let God show them exactly what was hidden. Because when the unveiling happens, it won't just expose one person. It will reveal a pattern, and break it forever. Type Amen to get blessing 847. Someone from your past may reappear to help this process. Don't be surprised if an old friend, an ex, or a coworker sends you a message out of nowhere. They hold a piece of the puzzle. They've seen what you didn't. Or they heard something they weren't supposed to. But they're not reaching out for gossip, they're part of the divine revelation. You may even cry. Not because of the pain, but because you finally feel seen. Heaven is making sure you know, it was never your fault. And what you lost will be restored in better form. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Archangel Michael says, your story is being rewritten even now. What was used to humiliate you will become the platform for your rising. What was sent to break you will now be your armor. Don't panic if people begin distancing themselves. It's not rejection, it's protection. Your circle is being purified, not reduced. You will be thanked in the future for not giving up. Because you endured the betrayal, generations after you will walk freely. The chains broke with you. Soon, the very person who tried to erase you will see your face rise above everything they touched. Type Amen to get blessing 1333. Let the heartbreak happen. It is the price of revelation. But with every crack in your heart, light is seeping in. You won't be left with empty hands. This revelation is not meant to shatter you, but to set you up for divine alignment. You were always meant to walk away from them stronger, freer, and clearer. You will heal. You will grow. You will look back and thank the moment the knock came to your door. Because that knock carried the truth, and the truth carried your freedom. The energy around you is shifting now. What once felt heavy on your chest is beginning to lift. The betrayal was never yours to carry, and now heaven is peeling it off piece by piece. People might not understand your silence in this moment. They'll wonder why you're not reacting loudly. But your stillness is power, because you've been handed something more precious than revenge, divine evidence. The betrayer never thought this moment would come. They were so certain they buried the truth deep enough. But Archangel Michael says, no secret can survive when God decides to reveal it. This is why your dreams have become more vivid lately. Your spirit is already preparing for what your eyes have not yet seen. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You may begin to see signs, a repeated number, a name, or a strange coincidence involving this person. These are not accidents. They are breadcrumbs from heaven guiding you to the full picture. The person who betrayed you was part of your story, but not part of your promise. They were the plot twist, not the final chapter. Your destiny was never tied to their deception. You've been elevated in silence. Even while they lied, even while they smiled through their plans, your soul remained untouched by their dirt. Now they will see what true light does. It exposes and purifies. Don't respond to the apology immediately. Wait. Let them sit in the discomfort of their own choices. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They may even act like they don't remember. Like they never did anything wrong. But your spirit knows the language of betrayal. It has memorized the sound of falsehood spoken with sweet lips. You're not being cruel for creating distance. You're honoring your divine calling. Archangel Michael says not everyone can go where you are going, especially those who try to cut your wings. This season is not for explaining. It's for rising. You don't owe your truth to the ones who tried to hide it. Let the truth walk before you like a torch lighting the path others couldn't find in you before. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. Don't be shocked if the betrayer starts playing the victim. That's often what happens when darkness is cornered by light. But you don't have to dim your glow to comfort their guilt. Your healing is now louder than their shame. That's why they will try to twist the narrative. But heaven has already sealed your innocence. It's not up for debate anymore. Others may be uncomfortable with the truth that comes forward. They may say you've changed. But you haven't changed, you've just awakened. And those who prefer your silence will not survive your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. There's someone watching you from afar. They knew the betrayal happened. They stayed quiet before, but now they're being moved to speak. When they do, don't reject the moment. This is confirmation. What you felt wasn't paranoia, it was prophecy. Your instincts were angel whispers in disguise. You were being warned gently, even when your heart didn't want to believe it. But now the trumpet is loud, and the whole truth must come to the surface. Even the parts you didn't want to see. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. There's a divine reason this truth wasn't revealed earlier. You wouldn't have had the strength to carry it before. But now you've grown. You've shed illusions, and your roots are deeper. You're no longer moved by manipulation. That's why this truth is arriving now, because now you can handle the exposure. The person who betrayed you underestimated the spiritual fire inside you. They thought you were fragile, but your silence wasn't weakness, it was preparation. Now the revelation won't crush you, it will crown you. Type Amen to get blessing 2220. Some will try to return to you. They'll say they've changed, or they'll try to remind you of the good times. But the truth revealed must be honored, not watered down by nostalgia. You are not bitter. You are awakened. There is a difference. Archangel Michael says your discernment is now sharper than ever. Trust it. The moment you feel your energy shift around someone, that's the spirit telling you to step away. And when the door closes this time, lock it. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. The season of tears is ending. You've cried over the betrayal, over the trust you gave, over the time you wasted. But those tears watered your future. Now, you are rising. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, financially, and mentally. What they tried to destroy heaven is multiplying. The more they hated, the more favor has been assigned to you. Their curse turned into your catalyst. And soon, even they will say, I didn't think they would make it. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. You don't need to prove anything. The proof is in your peace. It's in the way your heart is no longer shaking. This heartbreak that came knocking is also carrying the final piece of your freedom. The name of the betrayer will be confirmed, and when it is, breathe out all the pain. They never had the power to change your future. All they did was delay it. But divine delay is not divine denial. Everything that was held back is coming, faster than you expect. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You may walk alone for a while now. But it's not loneliness, it's divine insulation. Heaven is wrapping you tightly, protecting you while your soul rebuilds. This betrayal broke more than trust. It cracked your foundation. But heaven is pouring gold into every fracture. Your future doesn't need them. It needs your healed self. And that healed version is now walking into destiny, unstoppable. Don't open old doors out of habit. Keep walking. The light ahead is stronger than the shadow behind. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Archangel Michael says, the angels are posting guard outside your life now. Every access point to your spirit is being reviewed. Anyone who doesn't carry pure intent will be blocked, spiritually, emotionally, even digitally. This is not a curse. This is purification. You are being set apart. Not everyone deserves your energy. And not everyone should have had it in the first place. That's why this revelation had to come. To remove what pretended to love you. Type Amen to get blessing 3399. Soon, you will see their face. Not just in memory, but in truth. And when you do, you won't tremble. You'll smile, not because you're bitter, but because you survived. What was meant to destroy you became your divine graduation. Now, your blessings can't be blocked. Your steps won't be delayed. And your peace cannot be stolen. You are stepping into a new chapter, clean, strong, and surrounded by true love. Type Amen to get blessing 4000. If you've read this far, understand, the knock was never just pain. It was a divine message. And now, you are free. The truth has revealed the one who betrayed you. But more importantly, it has revealed your power. You are no longer a victim. You are the victor. They never imagined you'd rise from what they buried you in. Their betrayal was calculated, cold, and meant to silence you. But what they failed to understand is that your silence was not submission, it was strength preparing for revelation. You were meant to find out the truth at the exact divine moment when you had nothing left to prove. Now that time has come. The truth is not just setting you free, it is delivering a new realm of blessings tied to your obedience and pain. The pain carved space in you, and that space is now being filled with light. Every part of you that was broken is being sewn together with threads of angelic gold. Archangel Michael says, your scars will now speak louder than your wounds ever did. The betrayer has no more room in your life, not spiritually, not emotionally, not even in your memories. Your energy is becoming sacred ground, and heaven is fencing it off with protection and fire. Type Amen to get blessing 4441. You might hear their name again, don't flinch. You might see them unexpectedly, don't lower your head. You are not who you were when they betrayed you. They betrayed a version of you that was still healing, still learning, still hoping they'd change. But now, you've evolved. You've become untouchable in spirit, unreachable in vulnerability. You've stopped trying to make broken people whole at the cost of your own soul. You've released the desire to explain what they already knew they were doing. Now your silence will speak louder than any confrontation ever could. This next season of your life belongs to you, not to the ones who hurt you and not to the lies they told. Type Amen to get blessing 4787. Your story was never theirs to write. But they tried to scribble their bitterness across your chapters anyway. Now those pages are being burned. And from the ashes, a new version of you is stepping forward. One who doesn't beg for closure, because they found freedom. One who doesn't ask for love, because they learned to create it within. The person who betrayed you thought you needed them. But in truth, you needed the betrayal to see just how divine your strength really is. You didn't break. You expanded. Type Amen to get blessing 5022. You're going to feel lighter as this truth sinks in. It's not just relief, it's release. Your soul is exhaling what it's held in for too long. Even the tears you cried in private were stored like sacred water in heaven's temple. Now those same tears are being transformed into blessings that are flowing toward you with undeniable force. You will smile for no reason. You will breathe easier. And soon, you will laugh not because everything is perfect, but because nothing that tried to destroy you succeeded. Even now, angels are whispering your name across dimensions, testifying that you made it. Type Amen to get blessing 5559. There is nothing left to fear from the one who betrayed you. Their power has expired. Their influence has crumbled. The door that once let them in has now been sealed by divine fire. Not even their shadow can pass through it. You are now unreachable by those who once touched you without permission. Let your heart rest. You don't have to keep watching your back. Heaven is watching it for you. Your eyes are now free to focus on what's ahead. Type Amen to get blessing 6001. You'll begin to notice strange blessings, delayed payments showing up, unexpected invitations, strange opportunities. That's not coincidence. That's divine compensation. Every lie they told created a ripple in your life. But now, heaven is reversing the tide. You'll receive double for W. Silence. While you cried, they were building. While you questioned, they were uncovering. Now you don't have to search for justice, it's finding you. It's coming in forms that can't be denied or twisted. The person who betrayed you will now be unable to hide from the very light they tried to put out in you. And when you see them, you'll feel nothing but clarity. No hate. No revenge. Just gratitude for the lesson, and distance for your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. You're going to remember this moment. Not as the day of heartbreak, but as the day of divine turning. The day everything they tried to ruin became the soil for your success. Even your enemies will have no choice but to witness your rising. Your glow will expose their true intentions. They will not be able to enter this next chapter, not even if they beg. You are walking into favor so thick, it will feel like breathless joy. And every step you take will echo with the sound of divine validation. Let them watch. You're not hiding anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. You no longer need to prove who you are to anyone. The ones who see you will honor you. The ones who don't will remove themselves, just as they were meant to. Your aura is being cleansed of every fake connection, every draining attachment, and every leftover soul tie. What remains is holy, pure, and unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, "You are not cursed, you were chosen to carry a fire others couldn't handle. That's why they betrayed you. But the fire didn't burn you. It refined you. Now you're flame-proof. And nothing they say or do can touch you again." Type Amen to get blessing 7277. This message isn't just for healing, it's an announcement. To your soul. To the universe. To every unseen force watching. The betrayal was their act. But your rise is the divine response. You were never alone. You were never forgotten. And now, you are fully awakened to the truth, healed, protected, and unstoppable. Walk forward now. A new chapter begins with your name written in fire, love, and undeniable favor. Your story is far from over, it's just starting in power.